Greetings, Guardians of Dominion. Zeus here with another electrifying video for Hero Wars Alliance. Today, we dive into the heart of the battlefield, the tanks that stand between victory and defeat. Not all tanks are created equal, and in a world where every second counts, choosing the right front line can be the difference between domination and disaster. Stay tuned as we break down the very best tanks, reveal what makes them unstoppable, and help you forge a team that no enemy can break through. Let's charge right in and uncover the true titans of defense. Julius, if you're a beginner, you probably already know that getting his soul stones isn't easy. That's why it's so important to seize every opportunity you can to collect them. Early on, your focus should be on building a team of strong heroes that help you progress faster, even if they are harder to develop. Never forget, Hero Wars is an endless journey full of emotions, challenges, and victories. Focus on what's truly important, invest in heroes that make a real difference, and you'll find yourself dominating battles with confidence. And Julius is one of those heroes. Let's dive in. Julius stands as one of the most important tanks in the game, and not just because of his durability. His synergy extends beyond his own class, providing critical support to heroes across the board. Julius casts a massive shield in front of him that protects the entire team. What makes it so impressive is that it doesn't just absorb all incoming damage. When the shield is destroyed, it heals his allies. And if those allies share Julius's role, the healing effect is even doubled. A tank that absorbs damage and heals his team. Truly remarkable. But it doesn't stop there. Let's talk about his third skill, 9 Life Engine. This ability makes Julius even more valuable. Every time his secondary shield is destroyed, his allies receive a significant bonus to their armor and magic defense. It's like Julius turns his teammates into mini-tanks, covering up their natural vulnerabilities and pushing them to survive longer. And the best part? They also gain a boost to their physical attack, allowing them to strike back even harder. Julius boosts both defense and offense at the same time, a rare and powerful combination. Now moving to his Violet ability, and it's just as impactful. Every time the secondary shield breaks, Julius increases the speed of his allies by 10%, and for those of his own class, by a massive 20%. Imagine the entire team not only tankier and stronger, but also faster, turning the tide of battle when it matters most. When you put it all together, Julius truly embodies the perfect tank. A primary shield that absorbs massive damage and heals the team. A secondary shield that boosts armor, magic defense, attack power, critical chance, and speed. Protection that helps erase weaknesses and enhance strengths at the same time. Now let's move on to another legend among tanks, Astaroth. A true classic. He's a master at absorbing damage and protecting his team, standing like an immovable wall on the battlefield. But don't be fooled. Even with all his toughness, Astaroth isn't invincible. He needs proper support, especially a strong healer in the backline. In today's fast-paced battles, with heroes like Dante, Cascade, Peach, Oya, and Yasmin dealing insane amounts of damage, even the best tanks can be overwhelmed without the right backup. Astaroth's biggest strength is his natural ability to soak up massive amounts of damage and survive longer than most tanks. And what really sets him apart? His versatility. He's one of the few tanks that fits into so many different team compositions. If you're looking for a more controlled, slower-paced attack, the kind that methodically breaks down opponents, pairing Astaroth with heroes like Zesha, Aiden, Tempest, and Ian is a fantastic choice. This creates a durable, stable front that's incredibly hard to crack. But if you want something faster, something more aggressive, Astaroth still has you covered. Teaming him up with supports like Andvari, who helps shield your damage dealers, allows your offensive heroes to go all out, while Astaroth holds the line and absorbs all incoming pressure. That's what makes him so valuable: defense, offense, flexibility, he can do it all. If you're looking for a tank you can trust in every situation, Astaroth is simply indispensable for your team. Now let's talk about a very special tank, Mushy and Shroom. A key hero when it comes to offensive attacks, but one that absolutely needs strong support behind it to truly shine. Mushy and Shroom is not your typical frontline tank. It's a unique combination of magical damage dealer, healer, and protector, all in one. When it releases its mushrooms on the battlefield, it unleashes pure chaos, disrupting enemy lines and forcing them to deal with multiple threats at once. Its main mushroom acts like a second tank, standing right in front and soaking up attacks, giving your team even more protection. But keep in mind, Mushy and Shroom isn't as versatile as traditional tanks like Astaroth or Julius. It's much more specialized, built for offense rather than pure defense. When paired with heroes like Martha, Tempest, Aiden, Faceless, Leanne, or Zesha, Mushy and Shroom becomes incredibly dangerous. These combinations create a slow, unstoppable advance, constantly healing, constantly pressuring, and slowly overwhelming even teams with heavy-hitting damage dealers. It may not look fast or explosive at first, but the sustained magical damage and relentless healing turn battles into a brutal and inevitable victory. When supported correctly, Mushy and Shroom can destroy enemy teams with a steady, crushing force that's both impressive and devastating to watch. Now let's move on to one of the most aggressive tanks in Hero Wars, Cleaver. Known as the Master of the Cleaver, he's a true powerhouse on the front line. Cleaver absorbs an incredible amount of damage, making it much easier for his backline allies to stay alive and focus on their attacks without fear of being picked off. But Cleaver isn't just a damage sponge. He fights back, hard. Not only does he soak up enemy hits, but he also deals serious damage of his own and steals energy from opponents with his built-in vampirism ability, allowing him to heal while staying right in the thick of battle. One of Cleaver's most iconic moves is his hook, a deadly ability that pulls an enemy from the backline, deals damage, and stuns them. This sudden disruption creates the perfect opening for your damage dealers to strike hard and take control of the fight. That's exactly why Cleaver earns his place among the top tanks. He's aggressive, he creates pressure right from the front line, he absorbs massive damage, heals himself, and sets up his teammates for devastating attacks. In the right hands, Cleaver can completely dismantle enemy formations and turn the tide of battle in an instant. Now let's talk about a true titan of the battlefield, Corvus, the tank of eternity. Corvus is one of the most important tanks you can have, whether you're focusing on defense or launching a powerful attack. What makes him so special is his unique ability to both weaken enemies and strengthen his allies at the same time. He reduces armor, magic defense, and dodge across the enemy team, stripping them of their protection, while boosting the physical and magic attack of his own team, giving your allies the extra edge they need to crush the opposition. But the true heart of Corvus's power lies in his signature ability, Altar of Souls. Whenever Corvus raises his altar, the entire battlefield shifts. Every time an enemy damages one of your allies, they are punished, taking damage themselves. It's like a silent curse that slowly drains the strength of enemy attackers while your team grows stronger and stronger. This is why Corvus is so essential, not just for surviving enemy assaults, but for actively turning their attacks against them. He weakens the enemy while boosting your own side, creating a powerful momentum that becomes harder and harder for opponents to stop. The altar isn't just his best skill, it's the jewel of his entire strategy, and the nightmare of every enemy team. If you want a tank that controls the fight and turns aggression into a weakness, Corvus is the answer. And there you have it, Guardians, Some of the most powerful tanks that can completely change the course of battle in Hero Wars Alliance. From Julius's incredible shielding and healing, to Astaroth's rock-solid reliability, to Mushy and Shroom's magical chaos, to Cleaver's ruthless frontline aggression, and finally to Corvus and his devastating Altar of Souls, each tank brings something unique and game-changing to the field. Choosing the right tank isn't just about absorbing damage, it's about setting the rhythm of the entire battle, controlling the enemy, and creating the opportunity for your team to strike and win. Build wisely, support your tanks properly, and victory will follow. I'd love to hear from you. Which tank is your favorite? Which one do you trust most in your battles? Share your thoughts in the comments below, because your experience helps all of us grow stronger together. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe for more electrifying Hero Wars content, and turn on notifications, so you never miss an update. Every click helps us grow this amazing community. Until next time, Guardians, keep fighting, keep building, and keep dominating. Salute and friendship.